Next is Don Gould. Oh, sorry. I was wondering where you were. If you were there. Far away.
Good morning. I think we're going to, Councillor Chen, I think we're going to see that young man sitting in your chair, and Ms Dazelle, I think he'll be sitting in your chair before we're done. He was outstanding.
I think he might have higher ambitions than that.
This may be true too. Good morning. I seem to be back talking about yet another crisis related to water this morning. This time we're calling it stormwater crisis. This is the damn table, folks. This is the table that as a member of the public you come to sit at to actually express the issues. And this morning I'd like to speak out to the social media community as well, and the wider community that are watching on our live streams and will watch this video in the playback. Because if you want to get stuff done in council, this is where you come and sit and air your issue, like I am this morning, yet again. This issue has lit up across social media. There's been a bit of stone throwing in the radio. There's been all sorts of things. If you want to get it changed, though, members of the public, this is where we need to show up. I noticed this morning we have a contingent of people who are interested in climate issues behind us. Fantastic. Thanks for showing up to support my campaign. I'm sure you knew that's why I was here this morning. My concerns, we've got some cycleways that have been built, a $363 million project, I believe, which is undermined by a bit of stormwater that we haven't got rid of. We've had paper after paper about environmental issues. We've talked about shopping local, go local, and I've made that change. That is a photo of the meat sitting in my freezer last night. Bought local from a place that I can walk or cycle to. And this week I can do neither because of the flooding in that area. We've talked about we're going to get to the point where climate change will bring us to a point where there's going to be high tides, high rains, whatever. We are there. We are here now. We're not getting there. We're here. Edgware Village paper and issues. There's some great papers floating around that were released earlier in the week, which have got some design answers to fix the problem so I can get back into my local butcher or at least provide some remediation. I would call on you all and urge you to stop using these things as political footballs running into an election, but actually get on and support the community by actually making that building accessible every day of the year. Talking of accessibility, I understand one of the projects is to raise the footpath, which would mean you'd have to step down into the building. And then the question comes up, if we do that, who pays for the remediation on the inside of the building? Well, these guys are providing low-cost meat to me and my community, so that cost needs to come back on me. And the way that cost comes back on me is via the council, which is you, because you collect it from all of us and then you guys should remediate it, which is why I've made that point there. It's not about budgets. It's not about whether it's in the LTP allocations. It's not about whether there's an agenda item for it. It's about the fact I can't walk into the damn shop. I can't walk down to a bunch of local shops down there right now unless I've got 3-foot waders on. It's ridiculous. My request, put the damn paper on the paper table today. With respect, I understand that's not practical, but I'm still putting the request out there. Prove to Wellington that this is the best council in the country, because it is, and we can actually manage our resources because we actually can, and prove it to me, your community. Pull the unrequired junk off the table. I keep saying that. Ironically, that wastewater stuff is off the table today and pushed forward. That would have actually been my call, because I had liked to also commend the amazing job that staff have done to address the communications and problems in that community. That job is done. There is a community group now behind that, actually being involved, watching it like a hawk. So that means elected members can now move on to the next crisis and get that sorted out. And with that, that's me.
Thank you very much for your presentation, and it's, as usual, much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thank you.